senior Olivier Sarr here for you. Go ahead and jump right into questions. Actually, hold on a second. You need to mute your
I am muted.
turn your sound off. All right, sorry about that, guys. We'll go ahead and start with Olivier Sarr. Go ahead and use the raised hand feature, and we'll get started here. Jerry Tipton, we'll start with you, and then John Long.
Yeah, Olivier. Coach Cal mentioned on his radio show Monday that Dante shot well in practice Monday. I wondered how well did he shoot?
He shot it really well. I mean, we scrimmaged a little bit, and I mean, he was shooting really well. Yeah.
What difference does that make when he or someone has it going from three?
Well, I mean, that helps us, rely on somebody offensively, and that also space the court for everybody else. So that's great for us. That's always great for us.
John Long.
Hey, Olivier, can you take us back to this time last year when you first heard that the conferences were all canceling their tournaments? Where were you? What were you doing? And what was going through your mind when you first heard?
So at that time last year, we played our first ACC game. We lost the game, so our season was over. And but we were still waiting for the other games in the tournament, and we were in the bus going back to campus, and everything happened really quick. And we've seen every conferences canceling every tournament, and it was crazy.
Having gone through all the challenges of this past year of just playing the games, how much more appreciative are you of being able to step out on the court in the conference and to actually play the games?
A lot more. I think everybody saw how fragile all that went last year when everything happened during that pandemic, and I think we're all grateful to be out there playing the game that we love.
Larry Vaught, coming to you.
So, Olivia, did you think when this season started we would get to the point there would be postseason play? Were you pretty confident all along this would even happen? Or did you even have some doubts whether we would have tournament play this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of us had some questions about it. We didn't really know how the year would go, and lucky enough, we get a postseason and we get a chance to compete. So that's pretty amazing.
John Clay, I'll come to you.
Olivier, obviously Saturday was a big win. What do you hope carries over from that game to when you guys get in Nashville?
Just the intensity, the way we play, the way we share the ball, the way we have fun, the way we had fun, we enjoyed playing, and just how everybody competed and how we just played together as a team.
Gary Graves.
Olivier, how would you describe the urgency now? I mean, obviously it's postseason and it's kind of one and done at this point. But how much did the last month kind of prepare you all for this, despite the record? How did you all come together?
I think we all had in mind that we will have to do big things, one game at a time in the postseason. So we knew that as it was getting closer and closer, we would have to focus and get ready before every game, and it doesn't matter the outcome, and that's what Coach told us, that it would be important just to learn from that and just being able to play winning basketball, and then it will take care of the rest. And I think that's what we try to do every game for the past month, like you said, and hopefully it will keep going on the run for the postseason.
Derek Terry, I'll go to you, and then we'll start with some follow-up questions.
Olivier, you had a double-double against Mississippi State back in January. How much confidence does that give you personally going into this game?
I mean, it's one game, and you can't just base yourself off of that one game. It was in January, but I think we are prepared. It's a team that we faced already, and we watched a lot of film, and we're doing a great job getting ready for that game, and hopefully we'll be ready when the time comes.
All right, Jerry, I'll come back to you and then Larry.
Okay, hi, Olivier. I have a couple, I think it's widely believed you guys have to win 4 games. You have to win the SEC tournament to play in the NCAA. How realistic is that in your mind, winning 4 games?
I mean, I don't think we care about being realistic or anything. We just care about winning games, and we're gonna have to win games. That's all it is. That's the only way we have, and that's the only way we're thinking. We're not thinking about. It's not about a dream or a reality or whatever. It is what it is. So we're gonna go out there, game after game, and take one game at a time, and then we'll see.
And one other thing about Dante, Coach Cal has mentioned that he feels like Dante feels pressure as a home state guy and a big fan favorite. How much pressure do you think Dante feels?
I think he's got some pressure, like we all do. But I can only imagine being from Kentucky and having all these expectations. So I think he got his time sometimes, but like we all do.
Larry Mike, go ahead.
Olivia, I know you said you got to take things one game at a time, but kind of explain to me why, when you have a team that hadn't won 4 games in a row all year, why in your mind do you think that could change and you guys could go and win 4 games in Nashville this week?
You're saying, can you ask that again? Like why? I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, to win the tournament, you got to win 4 games in a row.
Uh-huh.
Winning 4 games in a row is something you all haven't done all year. So why, in your mind, do you still think you can go to Nashville and be able to win 4 now?
Because we've shown that we had all these teams, really close. Either we won or we lost by less than 5 points or something like that. So I think it's something that, like you said, we've never done yet, but we showed that we're the team that can do it. So we all believe in ourselves.
John Clay.
Olivier, Coach Calipari has a really good record in this tournament. I think he's won it 6 times. Does that give you guys any kind of extra confidence that he's been able to do so well in this tournament?
I mean, yeah, that's great numbers, and I mean, Coach is ready, and I know he'll get us prepared, and I know we will be prepared to go out there and compete.
John, we'll come back to you.
Olivia, Coach Cal on his radio show kind of hinted that Terrence may be working himself back from his injury. Have you talked to him, and what are your thoughts on whether he'll be able to help the team or not?
Well, like Coach said, I think that's Coach something that you guys have to ask the coach. I'm not in the position to answer anything about that, but we'll see.
I didn't know if you had talked to Terrence or not about that.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, anything else for Olivier before we go to Keon? Jerry, you got one more?
Yes, sir. Olivier, I think I get the feeling you guys are something of an underdog, especially by Kentucky standards. How much do you guys think of yourselves as we got something to prove? People don't believe in us.
I mean, I don't think we want to prove anything to anybody. We just rely on whoever's in the locker room. That's all we got, and we just got to go out there and go on a run. At that point, it's just what it is.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
John, one last one, and then we'll go to Keon.
Yeah, Olivier, it seems like you and Isaiah have really clicked, being able to play together and play comfortably together on the court. What has really changed in your mind from the beginning of the season, since at that time it seems like you all had trouble getting out of each other's way?
I think it's just we're a new team, so all these connections they kind of click later in the season, and I think that's what happened. It's just being out there and getting to play together all the time, game after game, and I think a lot of a lot of things clicked, and I think that's what you mean. That's what it is.